Welcome. This is the eighth wonder of the world. Excuse me. Today's episode is going to be on why is investing in the stock market one of the scariest things for humans to overcome. Excuse me. So, um, I get this pretty much. I get this topic, but worded differently. So what I did, I just composed of um, when people ask me about investing and they have no clue on what it is or how it feels. This is a topic that I bunched. This one topic will explain everything. So I have three talking points on this topic, which are the first one is unknown. The second one is can't speak the language. And lastly is nobody else is doing it. So I'm gonna start off with the first. Put that down here. So pretty much unknown. The reason why a lot of people don't invest in the stock market is because it's unknown. We fear what we don't know. So pretty much um, that in itself is pretty much going to run anybody in the other direction. So with unknown, the solution for that is pretty much you make it known. So you start learning about it. So once you start practicing and learning about what the stock market is, then it's not going to be unknown no more. It's going to be known. So in my strategy, the way I overcame my fear of the stock market was I started out real small. I took my jump was pretty big. I invested $100. So I mean, if your confidence is not that, if you don't feel inside of you feels like that's too much, drop it down to 50. I mean, even if $50 is too much, drop it down to 20. Even if $20 is too much, drop it down to $1. Even if that dollar is too much, you can buy penny stocks. So I mean, honestly, if I was to do it again, I would buy penny stocks and then work my way up. Penny stocks, $5 stocks, $10, 20, and then once you get the feel, and the thing, my strategy is once I buy it, it's there forever. It's gonna be making me money forever and ever. Because currently, what I'm doing is building an index fund, my own personal index fund, where I wanted to share it with the world, but um, if I live long enough, I'll pass it to my son, and I'll teach him pretty much my concept on this index fund that I've created, and it's pretty much it covers every known stock to man, and it covers and the way I'm breaking it down is I pretty much I have my own style where I've learned to break down stocks into categories, international. I mean, it's a whole plethora. Once you unlock that, then you look at the stock market like this is nothing, and it is nothing. People stress over buy this, buy that. You could buy any stock that's registered in the stock market, buy it, hold it forever, and just let it go. Once I mean I got over that fear 2 years now, so I started at the beginning of January 2018, and we're already almost done with 2019, and my confidence is like through the roof. So currently, I have let me look at my calendar. I have 154 assets, which includes ETFs, stocks, and REITs. So those three big, um, pretty much categories is what I invest in for my main stock market. Then I invest in cryptocurrencies. I currently have six cryptocurrencies, so pretty much 54 plus six. So I have 160 assets under management that I manage. So I'm pretty much emulating, other like Vanguard, iShares from BlackRock, Vanguard. They're private, but you get it. SPDR, State Street, and I think PNC Financial um, run SPDR, S&P, and then you have S&P Global. I mean, the way I broke down the unknown is just to know it. Start understanding companies and the terminology. And that brings me on to my second talking point, which is can't speak the language. And what I mean by can't speak the language is uh, the language of finance. The stock market, pretty much finance of like how this game is played. It's so simple, but to us, like when we don't have the unknown, we don't speak the language, so you're so lost, like you have no idea. So that's what a lot of people, they run from that. So can't speak the language. So what I did, solution to that was I just started small. What is a stock? I looked up a definition of what is a stock. What is the stock market? What is a share? So basic. And then once you get that feel, um, then you go from there. Then you know how to speak the language. So when you hear anybody talking about the stock market or financials, you'll pretty much register and you'll know what they're saying. So in the beginning, it's going to be frustrating. Um, you're going to feel like people are taking advantage of you. That's how I felt, because I tried to dive in. I didn't really know anybody really on this subject. So I pretty much, with my personality, I'm an explorer. I love fear and that adrenaline rush. So this stock market thing, I just got tired of putting it off, and I just dove right into it. And I'm like, oh wow, I understand it now. So now um, I want to teach anybody that's watching this how easy it is to invest. And if you're 18, I mean, I would even start. 18 is like the age to start, but I would start before that. Just to learn, just to build that habit, because that's all it is, building the habit. So speak the language, learn the language, and plus Google, internet, you can speak the language so quick and break it down day by day, simplify it. So when you're ready to buy your first stock, buy it. What I did, I mean, it was $100 is $100. Um, I pretty much, before I was, I transitioned. Well, I'm in the process of becoming entrepreneurial, building my own company. So I'm in there. I haven't reached full maximum. I'm still building the foundation of my business. So um, I like the way stocks is a place where you can. It's pretty much you become an investor. And what stocks had taught me is how to invest in stocks, ETFs, and REITs. They all three benefit differently, but having those three within your portfolio, you can do massive damage. And then now I've added cryptocurrency, and it's pretty much from crypto. I got the idea from stocks. So with stocks, it gave me the confidence to invest in crypto. But crypto is very expensive and very volatile, and it's not FDIC insured, and SIPC doesn't cover it. So um, those factors will run somebody the other way with it. But I believe that's what we're heading into. So I took just $10. Usually I blow that on like a cappuccino or something like that, and I took $10 and bought like a fraction of cryptocurrencies. So I think the only two coins that I have complete are Dogecoin and one Ethereum, and then the rest I'm like Bitcoin and what were the other ones? I can't think of. Ethereum Classic, I think. I bought like fractions because I own six now. So with that gave me the confidence, and then now I moved over to pretty much precious metals. And where I'm at with precious metals, um, I know in the future I'm gonna be investing in all four. But as of now, since where my price range is at and income, I'm pretty much investing in silver and platinum. Gold and palladium, they're just too high for me right now. Until I get my income up, I'll be able to dip into that. But right now, where I'm able to invest in precious metals is with silver and what is it, platinum. So that's pretty much everything is led up to this, and now it's like, okay, now I'm confident with the precious metals, and I know like once I hit that, my income increases, I can go gold and palladium. But to me, they're just so high right now. I think they're like 14. They're both at like 1400. So, and that's another thing too. Like, I watch even the prices on precious metals. So even with precious metals, now it's built me up to like, okay, I'm ready to get into real estate. So I'm ready to buy my first starter home or duplex or whatever, home or duplex. But I really want a house where, because I'll be moving to California. That's where I'm a film student. So I'm at the Academy of Art University, downtown San Francisco. Yeah, the financial district. Um, so I plan on buying there, but probably something like 100,000, and it's not gonna probably be like all, real glamorous. My philosophy is just start small, learn the basics, and then build little by little with the income. So that's something that I had to learn for years. So I'm currently in South America. So in South America, I'm on vacation, recharging my batteries, because I know how the States is. It's very competitive. The energy is real negative. A lot of people say it's not. I mean, you could build your world in America, and that's what I'm doing. I'm bringing my wife, my son. California, it is. It's just the opportunities are all there. They're just more on the edge of life, and I like it. I'm more of an explorer, and it just seems like they're really looking for the next new. So, and then they're on exploration, as you can see, space. So they got the electricity going on, the solar electricity going on out there. I'm all about that. Making the world a better place. So, so my confidence is building little by little. Even as a film student, now I'm learning more about how to become um, a director, producer, editor, uh, production designer, little acting. So, I mean, it all ties in. You're a writer, so it all ties in. Like I'm horrible at writing and reading, but the more I'm going back to school, I'm forcing myself to learn it. Even though the grades that I get, it hurts, but it's just something I've never done before. I've always paid somebody to do my work, or I would go to class and just bullshit the professor. I was real good at that. I could come up with any excuse, and then now I look back at myself when I see other students playing the same thing that I did. I'm like, oh shit, I didn't have the heart. Now it's like, okay, I got to build my heart back up again and go through this pain, go through the failure, because the failure is what's going to bring you out of your situation where you're going to transform into somebody. You're going to be like, oh shit, I never knew this even was even possible. But going through it, the pain is what's going to make you grow. So respect to that. Okay, lastly, why investing in the stock market is one of the scariest things for human to overcome is nobody else is doing it. So, and that's another thing. I tried looking to my left, my right. There's nobody doing it, and people that are in it, I can see why they really don't. Like, if you really now that I'm in it and I'm doing videos and I'm practicing and I'm trading, I'm not a day trader or swing trader by all means. I'm buy and hold. So, and I'm buying the whole entire stock market, all companies, and once I get those all, then I'll analyze, how the dividends look, how the growth look, and then I'll start doubling up that way. So, and it's just something different, and then it's exciting because now I'm learning more. It's forcing me to really learn about how the market, what's out there, what stocks, ETFs, index funds, REITs are out there that can make your portfolio jump. And then now with like crypto, I'm a big fan of crypto because I can see it in the future, but also it's 24/7. So like on Saturdays and Sundays when the stock market is closed, you can, well, this is under Robinhood. It's just a feeling like, oh, okay, my money's working for me. It's not like before. I was like, oh man, just sitting there Saturday and Sunday. It's like, okay, even if it's a little movement, it's something. So it just feels, to me, it just feels good. Like, it's like, oh, okay, wow, I finally got over the cryptocurrency thing. And if you're responsible, like you could treat cryptocurrency as a day trade, swing trade, like profession. That's how I see it. Like, if you're a day trader, swing trader in stocks, definitely cryptocurrency is just right there with it. So, and that's why I say nobody else is doing it. And what got me into wanting to invest in stocks and learn about it was because I had to get over the unknown. I had to learn to speak the language, and then pretty much that forced me. When I saw nobody else was doing it, it even made me more want to do it with more passion. So, and now it's like, wow, I can see why it's just a slow build. And I'm playing the rule of 72, so pretty much that's okay. Say you get like 8%. The market always runs between 7 and 10, so you get 8. Your money doubles every 12. I have to look at the number on that, but it's about 12 years that your money will double. So say I keep depositing, and once I hit 12, I hit 1,000. In my mind, I'm like, okay, boom, it'll double. It'll double. This is the only interest game that we as humans or ordinary people get to have and feel like what it feels like to have like interest work for us, because it's everybody else. It's everybody getting house loans, car loans, and credit card loans. I mean, and we're getting raped on it. I mean, with car and house, we get like 4 or 5%, something like that. But like credit card is, and now I'm learning to use credit in buying precious metals. Now I have cards where I want to build up to start investing in real estate, but I'm just doing one project at a time. So instead of trying to do this, trying to find a good deal, find a good deal, work it, and then start building off of that. See what it feels like, the cost. Because I would like to get a duplex where I live in one side with my family, and then the other side rented out. So kind of, because I know I travel back and forth from California to South America. So I mean that's a habit. Doing a whole year in the U.S. No, I would never. Not even if they paid me, for health reasons. I've noticed like now, like I'm not stressed. Like my I feel stronger, relaxed, not that stressful U.S. of A. just type mentality. So, all right, those were the 3 reasons why investing in the stock market is is one of the scariest things for humans to overcome. So, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.